Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Alright, so I wanted to discuss this because this is a big fight coming up. June 15th, 2 months from the time he's shooting this is April 15th, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I'm shooting this video now. But y'all say the date, June 15th, down there in Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican monster himself, the IBF 140-pound champion, Subriel Matias is going to be in the ring, and he's going to be taking on a very dangerous fighter in Australia's very own Liam Paro. And this is a very significant fight for Subriel Matias because this is his first fight under the Matchroom Boxing banner. And I feel like this marks the start of his true chance to really build genuine momentum, genuine fans, and genuine fan base in the island and even in the Puerto Rican markets here in the States. So really important that he wins this fight. It took a little bit of time to get to this fight because we know that there was talks with Ellis Rodriguez and Michelle Rivera and then Paro, and they came back to Paro. So I'm glad they got it over the line. So I'm gonna talk about negotiations and the business because truthfully, look, guys, I'm just here for the boxing. I don't like talking about the business. I'd rather talk about the boxing. So when fights get signed and I can make videos like this, it gets my juices flowing and my blood, at a certain level because I love this sport, man, and I love this fight. Now, Liam Paro, let's start with him, right? Because I think Liam Paro is a guy that is still, to many people in boxing, an unknown commodity. Yeah, he's fought on some cards on the zone, but I think Matias is the more known commodity here. Paro is a good fighter, man. 24-0, 15 knockouts. Liam is a guy that I remember meeting Liam in the summer of 2021, back when nobody knew who he was. I might have did one of the first ever Liam Paro America interviews. He was training at City Athletic Boxing Gym down there in Vegas, which don't even exist anymore. So RIP to City Athletic Boxing Gym. It was a great place. I used to love going there. But he's been sparring in Vegas a lot for the last couple years against the likes of Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. Very sharp southpaw. I don't think he's an elite, world class, creme de la creme puncher, but he sure as hell ain't feather fisted either. He has respectable punching power. He's got very good fundamentals. Above average speed, sound defensively, just a very well-rounded fighter around the board, and definitely a guy that on his night, if Matias ain't careful, definitely sharp enough to give Matias some problems. Now, from the Matias side, I think we know what he comes to do. 20 wins, 1 loss, all 20 wins by knockout. Nobody has ever seen the distance apart. Nobody's ever been able to take the Matias the distance apart from Petros Anian in the first fight, So this fight is going to become a situation where, like any Matias fight, fighting Matias is very similar to fighting a guy like Junto Nakatani or William Zepeda. You're going to be able to hit them. Yeah, it's fine. You'll be able to hit them. You'll be able to have your success. Maybe the defense might get a little leaky for a time. But listen, when that gap gets closed on you, can you dish the punishment they're about to? Can you handle and withstand the punishment that is going to be dished out to you? And do you have an answer for it? Do you have an A, B, C, D? Do you have all the answers for anything that's going to come your way? Because if you don't, you get broken down. And a guy like Matias, he's got elite conditioning, high volume puncher. Defense is getting better fight by fight. And he's just one of these guys that he suffocates you round by round by round by round. And speaking as somebody, I never competed or anything like that, but I sparred enough rounds in that boxing ring, and I've sparred enough different styles to know that those are the worst kinds of guys to spar in the boxing ring. Those guys that don't even punch that hard, don't punch the hardest, but they just stay on top of you the whole fight, and you just want to get up on out of there. So Liam's gonna have to find a way to not just deal with that, but make that work to his advantage via counter punching or via landing a lot of jabs and setting up punches off of that. So very, very good fight. Like this fight a lot. Paro was supposed to fight Regis Prograis for the world title, but then he pulled out, and then that's how Danielitos really got the shot. So he's getting a world title shot, in my opinion, against a tougher opponent in much tougher circumstances. He has to go to the island. He's got to go to probably somewhere he's never been, against a more destructive puncher. We know we know what Matias has done to opponents in the past, in and out the ring. That don't gotta be publicized. So he's got a unique opportunity here to I think even more so than a Petros Anion, because Petros Anion, you know, he beat Matias before Matias was really even a name like that in the sport. He's built up a name since then, since the Petros Anion fight, more of a name. And so I feel like Liam Paro has the unique opportunity to get rid of this boogeyman invincibility aura that's around Matias. Because you got Matias in videos saying that he's going to put Regis Prograis in the hospital. He's calling Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez all kinds of names out their names. So a lot of people, a lot of boxing fans, not just Puerto Rican fans, but just boxing fans in general, are rallying around Subriel Matias because, you know, they just like the fact that he's a no-nonsense, come-to-get-you fighter. And a lot of people want to see him in there with the likes of Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and the big names and Teofimo Lopez and all that stuff. Especially Teo, because Teo, you know, he had some comments about Puerto Ricans that weren't taken too nicely by the Puerto Rican boxing fans. So that's a big fight potentially in the division. But he can't get to them fights. Subriel can't get to them fights if he don't take care of this high-level, world-class Australian southpaw name known as Liam Paro. And I'll tell you this, man. Look, Australia had a bit of a tough night recently. You know, Michael Zarafa, Tim Tszyu, they got their ass kicked. Liam Wilson got his ass kicked too. All in the same week. They were all getting their ass kicked the same week. Sky Nicholson just became champion. So now Liam Paro has a chance to get the momentum going again for Australian boxing because they've had some pretty great times in boxing. It's time to get those great times going again for Australian boxing. So, look, I think I favor Matias in the fight just because I don't know if Liam's going to be able to take what Subriel can dish out for 12 rounds. I mean, you got to be made of special stuff to take that for 12 rounds. So we're going to find out if Liam Paro is made of special stuff. But also, from the Matias side of things, I mean, look what he's done to southpaws. His last fight was against a very high-level southpaw in Shojahan Ergashev, and he beat the brakes off of him and stopped him in 6 rounds. I mean, I've seen Subriel Matias in there with very high-level southpaws like Ergashev, like Jukumbayev, and, you know, it's very debatable if Liam Paro is better than a guy like Jukumbayev or if he can bring the kind of problems that Jukumbayev brought, you know. So we'll see how it goes. They fight the fights for a reason, but I'm looking forward to it. June 15th, these are just my initial thoughts, so leave yours down below. Who knows where this boxing journey takes me? You know, I'm half Puerto Rican. That's part of my heritage. So, you know, I've never been to the island. I've always wanted to go. So we'll see where the boxing journey takes us. You know, I don't know what I'll be doing around that time. The Panthers could be in the Stanley Cup. Who knows? Because if that happens, I'm not going nowhere if that happens. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you guys think about Matias versus Paro? What kind of chance do you give Liam Paro? And if you're not giving him a chance and you think Matias is going to stop him, how long do you think the fight lasts? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterfield, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.